Weighing in at a slender 17 pounds, this lake sturgeon is still 50 inches of fight. A team from UTIA's Forestry, Wildlife, and Fisheries Department caught this monster in 35 feet of water at Watts Bar Lake. Sturgeon have a prehistoric shark look, with bony plates over their heads and a shovel-shaped snout with a sucker mouth, used to scrape food from the river bottom.
We do an annual sturgeon roundup, is what we call it, every November and December, and we'll start at the upper end of the Tennessee system here near Knoxville.
Dr. Brian Alford with the UT Institute of Agriculture leads an effort to map habitat and monitor the food supply for sturgeon.
Okay, so the sturgeon prefer deeper water.
Especially when the water's as warm as it is right now.
The team checked several 300-foot trot lines stretched across the bottom of the lake. About 15 years ago, sturgeon were first put back in these waters, a team effort by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services, TWRA, TVA, the Tennessee Aquarium, and UT's Institute of Agriculture.
Roughly 150,000 sturgeon have been stocked into the river, and we think survival is pretty high. Well, in order for there to be a healthy fish population, you have to have a healthy ecosystem, and that starts with their water quality, like dissolved oxygen and temperature and flow, and then that once you have those things in place, that leads to adequate food supplies.
There was a time when it was rare, if not impossible, to find sturgeon in Watts Bar, but no longer. The crew also caught this 2-footer, just a couple of years old and in good health. We know the sturgeon population is on the rise because more Tennessee fishermen are catching them. UT experts warn that the sturgeon is still a threatened species. So if you catch one, take a quick photo and then release it.
Our fishermen actually help us quite a bit with the monitoring as well. We have a reporting hotline that they can call to TWRA to report it. We also have a website called icaughtone.org where they can post pictures and tell us exactly where they caught their fish and how big it was.
Let's do a group. Get everybody in here.
I don't need to be in there.
You got them?
Yeah.
The sturgeon restocked in Tennessee are approaching spawning age, so the future is hopeful. With clean water, abundant food, and a little help from science, it's a species whose numbers should grow. This is Charles Denny reporting.